Alright, so as many of you guys might already know, you can make a lot of money on Instagram either doing shoutouts or selling products to your audience on your pages. And I experienced this firsthand because I actually DM'd a few of these big Instagram pages and asked them how much it would be for a feature, and it was just insane. Prices can go up to like $900+. But to get to that level, you're gonna have to have a pretty big following, and that takes a lot of time and hard work. So I was wondering if you can just negate all that and just bought an Instagram account. So in today's video, we're gonna use a program to run an Instagram account basically from 0 followers for 5 days, and we'll see the results that we can get. So without no further ado, let's go. Alright, so the program that we're going to be using is called Jarvee. I used them a little bit, about a month now, and I'm pretty comfortable with their layout and the tools that they have. I know what to do and what mostly not to do. So the reason why I'm doing a 5-day challenge is because they actually offer a free 5-day trial on their website. Totally free. You don't have to add any credit card info or anything like that. Alright, so if you want to have a successful Instagram theme page, what I hear a lot is you have to have a pretty good niche to get into and one that's not saturated. So I actually bought a car recently off auction that I am working on right now to get running, and it's an Infiniti Q50, and that's the investment I was talking about that I took out money for in my previous video, so check it out if you haven't already. So going on Instagram looking for Q50 and Q60 theme pages, there's not really much any. There's about 2 of them, and I think this would be the perfect theme page to make because it's pretty niche, but there are people interested in these cars, and it's not so generic as just a car page. It's actually more niche to a specific car, so I have a good feeling about this one actually working. So I already took the liberty of making the page and setting the bio and the default picture, and we're basically starting from scratch. I got 2 followers out of nowhere, so that was kind of cool, but I haven't posted anything on there yet or did anything like that. So all that's left to do right now is to jump into the bot, set the parameters, and start it. Perfect. Alright guys, so I just got done tinkering with the bot. So now let's hop into my computer and I'll show you what kind of tools I'll be using. Alright, so right here in my bot, I am on my account and we're going to be using 4 different tools. We're going to be using this follow, this like, contact to contact our new followers, which I'll show you, and our full browser speed. This one's really important too because it makes it look like you are actually searching things and doing human things on this server. Basically, to start from the top with our follow program, what we're going to be doing is just following people. I have it set right here so it's not too much in the beginning so I don't get really flagged by Instagram. So down here you see that we're going to be following 30 to 50 people a day, and we'll increase that limit by 10 to 20 for a maximum of 125 people a day to follow. And then our like is going to be set up to 50 to 80 likes on the first day, and then increasing 10 to 25 until we reach 140 per day. So what this is going to do is just going to send people notifications that, hey, we're liking your stuff. They're going to most likely check out our page, like something, and even hopefully follow if they like the content. The secret sauce lies right here in the sources. So that's good and all if you follow and like people and do actions like that. That's going to promote your page, but you want to target a specific audience. So this is where my follow sources are set up. So we're going to be liking hashtags with these keywords, Q50, Q60s, Infiniti, stuff like that. And then also anyone who has Q50 or Q60 in their username or bio. So most likely they have that car and they're interested in it enough to put it in their username or bio. And also, so the other 2 Infiniti pages that I was talking about earlier, I actually extracted them into this program, and I'm going to be following their followers because if they're interested in that content, they're most likely going to be interested in mine as well. Also, I'm following people who interacted with their posts, which is also important because you don't want to have dead followers because you don't want inactive followers or bot accounts. You want to actually have people who are using their accounts and are active. And then with our like, our follow sources are basically going to be the same thing. So moving forward, those 2 tools were actually pretty easy to do because I've used them before, but I haven't used the contact tool or the campaigns, which I'm going to show later on automatic posting. But with the contact tool, We're just gonna send messages to our new followers, and this was actually really neat because it was the first time I did this. And I mean, if you're following somebody and they send you a message, hey, thanks for the follow, you're gonna be more tuned in with them. The little interaction goes a long way. And basically, the way you want to do this so you don't get flagged by Instagram is you want to use spin syntax or spin tax, which basically just randomizes each message you send, but it still conveys the same message. So here, this took a while for me to learn, but I typed this out right here. Basically, each little word in between the column is going to be a randomized selection on each message that they send, so not every message is going to be the same. So this is the example. Hi, Barack Obama. I don't know why they use Barack Obama, but thank you for following our page. Have an amazing rest of your day. If I click it again, hello there, Barack Obama. Thank you for following our page. Have a good day. So it changes it up here and there. And lastly, on the tools, we're going to be using the full browser experience, which is basically just going to search up different URLs on your account. So it makes it look like you're actually doing stuff outside of Instagram on this machine. So we're going to be looking at all these URLs that's preloaded in it. So yeah, we're going to be looking at like links like Dad Hat Life. I have no idea why I would look that up, but if it's gonna make it look randomized, so be it. And last is the campaign that I started. I was tinkering with it a little bit, and the scheduled campaign wasn't posting a lot of my posts that I scheduled, so I moved over to the standard campaign, and it looks like it's posting all the stuff that I tried. And I already have everything preloaded, so this is my post list. These are all the pictures that I have ready to post with their descriptions. So all these posts are all in the funnel, ready to get pushed out. All the tools are set to the specifications. All I have to do is turn it on and just go do some stuff and come back and see the results that we get. Alright, so it didn't go as planned. Early on the fourth day is when we ran into our problems, and which resulted me in getting locked out of my Instagram account through using Jarvee's server. I still can use my phone to log into my account and my desktop, but I just couldn't through that server anymore. And I have a pretty good idea on why that happened, and we'll get to that, but I wanted to run through the days leading up to that and the results that we got. So on the first day, I started the bot around 7 p.m. I went to the gym, I came back, and we already got our first 6 followers, which is pretty good given the page is brand new and I only had like 1 post. So later that night, I thought to myself, I can make my page more reputable if I get more followers. So I shouted out my theme page on my main page, which got me 4 more followers, and we ended that day off with 10 followers. On the second day, we ran into our first problem. I woke up and our bot basically logged itself out, and that's because Instagram made us change our password because they suspected that our account got stolen or something like that because we're logged in too many places. So I logged in and changed my password, and I took it a step further and set up two-factor authentication, and we didn't run into that problem anymore. And that day we basically doubled our followers, and we ended with 20 followers. So the third day is where it gets interesting. I woke up and I saw that our page got tagged in something, so I didn't really think much about it. I got out of bed, brushed my teeth, did all that, and when I checked my phone again, we actually got tagged in another theme page similar to ours, but they had 8,000 followers. And they tagged us because our bot actually liked a bunch of their photos, and they screenshotted their feed and tagged us into it. So that day went very well, no issues, and we ended that day with practically 50 followers, which is basically doubling it every single day. And the fourth day is when we started running into our issues. My account kept getting logged out, and that's probably due to the actions were too high. I scaled it up pretty high, about 115 likes and 90 followers. And what put the nail in the coffin was I was trying to scale up a little further and do a direct messaging campaign. So I was targeting accounts similar to ours, and I was gonna send them a message, be like, hey, check out our page, so forth and so forth. But first you had to extract some users to send those messages to. And with that, you have to use Instagram's API, which I'm not gonna go too much in depth, but it's kind of like the backdoor of Instagram software. where you can get information pretty quickly about other accounts. And all I was trying to do was extract 60 followers, but when I tried to do that, that's when we got logged out and got all our errors, and we couldn't log back in using the Jarvee server because Instagram pretty much suspected us as botting. Sorry, I had to turn on. You see it's so hot in here. So a lot of people are saying the cloud bots are pretty much dead now because Instagram is cracking down on them. And that's pretty much the case, I would say. I don't want to throw Jarvee under the bus. A lot of these programs are being detected faster nowadays. Like, I took a lot of precautions. I was under the 200 action limits that people say to not cross over so you don't get suspected. Also, my account was 1 year old before I started doing anything. I primed it up by having some activity on it before I started actually botting it. I didn't set it as a business page, which is scrutinized more by Instagram. And despite all that, it still didn't really work out. I'm not saying you can't do it. There's professional businesses that can grow your account, and they use like scraper accounts to get these Instagram users, and they have VPNs and all that stuff, but it's a lot harder. And it's not really worth it for me because Jarvee charges about $30 a month to use their platform, and their lowest package deal is the 10 accounts, and I only need 1 account, honestly. So I actually stumbled upon using Chrome extensions on your browser. You just download the extension and log into your Instagram, set up some things, and just leave your browser open. And I've been using it lately, and it's been working out pretty great for me. So this challenge is still not dead. I'm gonna keep going. I might do an update when I get 1,000 followers, and another one when I get 10,000 followers. And I have a lot of things planned for this account. One is doing drop shipping on it. So if this type of content interests you, definitely subscribe, turn on post notifications, and stay tuned because I still got a lot of more things coming on this page. All right, I'm gonna go because my car's getting pretty hot.